thought you were coming back, Bev, for a cuddle.
Yeah. Busy day, I'm afraid.
Dev, come on. Don't be like this.
Like what?
Well, if you've got something to say, say it.
Say what? That I'm disappointed. That we agreed to get married quietly. Make it a special thing, she said. You know, just you and me. And then you go and announce it to your mother.
I didn't announce it.
Ah, yeah, but it's hardly our little secret anymore, is it? I mean, why don't you put an ad in the paper, babe? Do the whole bit.
How could I not tell her?
Because I thought we'd agreed we didn't want anyone else in on the act.
Well, we don't. But that's the whole point of going away, isn't it? Look, it's just going to be you and me. And it is going to be the happiest day of our lives, I promise.
Darling, look, I realise we have to tell people eventually. I just wanted to enjoy it a bit first.
I'm sorry.
And, you know, your mum, I really...
Oh, Dev, come on. I mean, it's good news, isn't it?
Yeah, come here. Of course it is.
So then, what's wrong with sharing it?
Nothing. Nothing. I know you think I'm being unreasonable, but...
Yeah, and I know you think my mum's a pain.
Okay, fine. Well, listen, why don't we just forget it, right? Tell who you like. Doesn't matter.
Mum, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just making sure everything's sorted.
You should have let me do it.
I'm okay. I'm getting on with things. Don't fuss. I went through that list of his relatives that you give me.
Right, I've rung round Buster and he's going to get in touch with all his old biking mates. I don't know who'll turn up, though.
And what about you?
Look, you best come in, mate.
See you later, love.
Yeah.
What time's the funeral?
3:30.
Is Eileen going?
I've no idea. Les, don't even think about it.
Why not? Why shouldn't I go?
It's going to be bad enough on my mum as it is without you there to rub salt in the wound.
He was my mate, you know. Before... Well, before.
Look, promise me you'll go nowhere near, eh?
Okay. Okay, I'll promise.
It's kept me awake half the night. Should I go, shouldn't I?
I know. He would have wanted you to be there.
I hate funerals, all that sanctimonious rubbish that gets said. You get some vicar stood there, never even knew the man, saying what a good man he was.
It doesn't matter what they say. He loved you. I know he did.
Not enough to stay with me.
Please come.
Why? I mean, him being dead doesn't really change out.
Of course it does.
Look, when I lost Dennis, I didn't get everyone rallying round and trying to help. I was expected to get on with it and accept it.
Well, it's hardly the same.
No, it's worse. Because at least you knew that it was you he wanted. And me, what am I left with? No different than if the pair of you had gone off to Sheffield.
Well, if that's the way you see it.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to come out like that exactly. It's just... I've cried a lot of tears over Dennis, and it's over and done with now. I'm not even angry anymore. I've put it in the past. I've had to so that I can get on with my life.
I just wanted everyone that mattered to be there.
Why?
Because it's all we've got left, isn't it?
What time's it booked for?
3:30.
You forgot this.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Listen, hang on, just a minute. Look, this morning,
Morning.
Yeah, no, okay, now listen, I've got an announcement to make, okay? Listen, everybody, please, listen. Gina and I have decided that while we're on holiday in Tobago, we're getting married.
What?
Just the two of you?
Well, I don't think you can marry more than one other person, can you, Deirdre?
Yeah, just us, no guests.
If you ask me, that's dead romantic. Oh, congratulations. Thank you.
A lot cheaper too.
Wait, not the reason we're doing it.
Yeah, we just want to do it now, you know, not wait.
Yeah, no, look, I think it's dead sensible. You know, who wants all these relatives you haven't seen for years and every ligger on the street getting tanked up at your expense?
I just know that this is the woman I want to be with for the rest of my life. And I want the rest of my life to start as soon as possible.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Is that better?
I can't believe you're really going to go with this thing.
Yeah, well, no one's asking you to.
Mum, why upset yourself?
You're the one upsetting her.
The only reason you're hanging around here, Todd, is so you can have the day off school.
I am not.
Oh, just give it a rest, both of you. Jason, you do what you want to do and let Todd do what he wants to do, OK?
Mum, he walked out this house without a backward glance. In the end, you meant naught to him.
Yeah, and the other way of looking at it is that he's dead and I'm alive. So I think I came out best in the end. Don't you?
So is Shelley coming in today then, or what?
No, she made other arrangements.
I can't believe Betty just walked out like that.
Oh, that was just Summerton now. She'll be back.
Well, no, I don't know about that. I mean, she can't go on forever. Wouldn't expect her to. It wouldn't be fair.
What about her hot pot? Very popular is Betty's hot pot.
Oh, we can manage without her. She's not the only one who can make hot pots. Oh. There you go, Toya, love.
I was just going to pop round with it, but as you're here, and will you give Janice our sincere condolences when you see her, love?
Tell her we'll be thinking of her.
Right, thanks. Actually, we weren't going to do wreaths and that, just if anyone wanted donations to charity.
Well, I don't mind contributing.
None of you even knew him that well. I was the one who knew him. But I don't even get an invite to the funeral.
Les.
I've got as much right to go as anyone in this pub.
Don't you think you've caused enough damage from what I've heard?
And what about the damage done to me, eh? You're all crying over him. What about me?
Come on, Les.
I don't want another lecture to you. I've had enough. And I'll do as I please. And you won't stop me. Get out of the way.
I'm sure them buses are getting worse. My feet are killing me.
I said we should have got a cab. Then again, can we afford it? All these legal costs.
So what did the solicitor say?
She said that'll be 160 quid an hour, son. That's just for talking.
She said nothing of the sort.
No, she wouldn't have had the bare-faced cheek, would she? Well, that's what she wrote on a piece of paper she gave me when we're coming out.
Look, Jack, you get what you pay for in this world, and our Terry, he needs best lawyer we can get. So anyway, he'll get a fair hearing, and then truth will come out.
Oh, come on, Vera. She used a lot of big words, but at the end of the day, like she said, you heard. It's our Terry's word against this copper's, and who would you believe?
It depends who the copper is.
You see, Tyrone's right. That copper's as bent as a 9-bob note, and she's going to prove it.
No, she said that's what she was going to try and prove. She also said don't hold your breath, because we are short of one vital ingredient, and that is any shred of real evidence.
And that's what she'll get. She's a very smart lass.
Oh, I get up smart enough. I'm not so sure about the rest of her.
So what's going to happen now?
Not really. We have to wait for a new trial date. That could be months. Meanwhile, we pay our smart lawyer for thinking, and our Terry sits in jail.
Yeah, poor little mite. Ooh, well, you can cry me a river.
He seems a lot quieter already.
Yeah.
I cried a river over you. Do you like that? Let's see what else we can do, eh? Love is a many splendid thing. It's the autumn rose that only grows in the early spring. Love is nature's way.
You are joking.
If it works, don't knock it.
The golden crown that makes a man a king. One loves on a high and windy hill. In the morning mist, two lovers kissed, and the world stood still.
Oh, well done, Norris. Listen, you won't mind doing that again, would you? Only this time, we'll tape it, and then we won't have to keep bothering you.
Oh, right, of course, that's fine, yeah. But this time, I think we should do some Enchanted Evening, or perhaps a bit of Judy Garland.
Anything you want.
Right. Could I trouble you for a glass of water? Emma, glass of water.
Well, how do you mean, give Vera my £1,000?
The lawyer's costing him a fortune.
Yeah, but they're loaded, the duckies.
No, they're not.
Compared to me, yes, they are. Anyway, I earned that money fair and square.
Only because of Terry. And now he's banged up inside and you're selling his story. No wonder Vera won't let you in the house.
You're making it sound dead awful.
That's because it is dead awful.
Well, I didn't mean any harm.
And give Vera the cash.
Do I have to?
Hello. I'm surprised to see you in here. Why? I heard you chucked your job in. Oh, well, I'm not giving up drinking as well. Well, you'll die of thirst getting service in here today. Place is going to the dogs, if you ask me.
Come on, Betty, get behind that bar.
Look, you know what was said. I don't work here anymore.
You didn't mean it. The Rovers without Betty Williams behind the bar, it'd be like the Ravens leaving the Tower of London.
Folks will soon get used to it.
Well, it certainly explains why they're in such a muddle today.
Ah, well, yeah, probably.
It doesn't explain all the other days, though.
He's been very upset.
She doesn't look that bothered to me.
She's been running around like a bear with a sore head.
She could always apologise, you know.
She's a proud woman, especially when she knows she's in the wrong.
I will not be treated shoddily.
Betty, love.
What?
I would count it as a great personal favour if you'd reconsider.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, the Rover needs you. I mean, look at it. And what about your wonderful law pot? It's famous, is that? Does it famous?
Right. I think she looks great, don't you? Yeah.
I wore this the first time we went out for a meal.
You look fantastic.
I wish I felt it. Thought I might get drunk today, but it wouldn't help.
Nothing'll help, love, but you'll get through it somehow.
Yeah, of course you will.
I thought I saw him today at garage. Well, if the right goes, I wouldn't mind him haunting me.
Right then, are you ready, Mum?
Ready? I shouldn't have to do this, should I? It's not fair. I should have at least 30 or 40 years left with him yet.
John. You, don't think she's going a bit funny, dear? You know all that talk about ghosts?
She's upset, Karen. All right?
I suppose this is my punishment, isn't it?
Oh, don't be silly, Janice. For what?
For thinking I could ever be happy and get away with it.
No, don't look at that. Let's just get straight in the car, eh?
I don't think I'm going to be able to handle this.
I'll show 'em. I'll do as I please.
You all right, Vera?
Yeah, I'm all right, love. I just don't know what I'm going to say to our Terry. What's she doing here?
She only wants to talk to you.
Look, there's no. I repeat, no. That young strumpet can say to me that I want to hear.
Right, I'm not giving it to her.
But I'll be giving it to you. End of my boot, young lady, if you're not out of here in 5 seconds. Blabbing to papers. You know naught about our Terry.
That is what we want to talk to you about if you just listen.
Go on, then, I'm listening.
Well, go on, tell her.
You can have the money.
What money?
The £1,000 she got off selling the story. She said you can have it to help pay for Terry's defence.
£1,000 for that load of lies?
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was going to be that much. I didn't mean any harm. I just thought it might help Terry. Because I thought he was a right nice bloke when I met him.
Hey. How you doing? What, missing something? The parent Dennis today?
Yeah, well, you've got a lot to be happy about. Enjoy it while you can. Dennis wouldn't have minded.
Yeah. Now listen, what are you all drinking? It's my shout. Fred!
What?
What are you having?
I'll have a scotch and three with you, Dave. What's all this in it of then?
Well, end of the week, I'm going to Tobago with this gorgeous, beautiful woman, and when I return, I shall be a married man.
Some folk have got no respect.
Ladies, can I buy you a drink? Gina and I get married.
Oh, in that case, I'll have a large brandy.
Whatever they're all drinking, Eve.
I hope you brought your credit cards.
You know what you were saying about sharing good news? I must admit, I'm beginning to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think we better enjoy it too, because it's the only drink we're going to get out of this wedding.
Oh, come on, Jeannie. You're going to have a night, surely.
When?
Well, before you go, there'll have to be a stag do, and all.
No, hang on. I'm not too sure about
Hey,
this.
you've got no choice.
No.
You can't run away and get married without giving your friends
Yeah.
a booze up before you go.
That's not what you said before, my friend.
Hey, listen, he's right, you know. Don't worry, we'll leave it all to us, we'll sort it out.
Yeah, but that's what worries me. You know, today, I'm a very happy, very lucky man. So if I may, I'd like to propose a toast to Dennis.
To Dennis.
To Dennis. To Dennis. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Oh, Betty, so nice to see you in here.
Well, I've been giving it a bit of thought, love. I can see you pushed.
Well, no, actually, we're managing fine.
Oh, no, so I've decided I'll not finish.
No, I don't want to force you into coming
you
back.
won't, love. No, you won't.
Well, but the thing is, Betty, I'm not sure that this is really a very good idea.
Listen, I thought you'd be grateful.
Oh, yes, I am grateful, yes.
Right, then I'll go and start washing them glasses, because there's a heck of a mess behind here.
Right. If there's any chance of you tucking your shirt in?
Ma'am, it's not meant to be tucked in. I don't know why you're getting on at him. That bag definitely doesn't go with that outfit.
And since when did you become an expert on handbags?
I'm just saying, it looks awful. What are you pulling faces for?
I think he's trying to tell you that this is the bag that Dennis bought me in Paris.
Oh, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah, it's about the only decent thing he did leave me with. OK, let's get this over with. Presume you're not coming.
No, I'm coming, but I'm coming dressed as I am.
Fair enough. You might want to put some shoes on, though.
Come on, get a move on, lads.
Will you give Janice my love?
Yeah, I will, Deirdre, yeah.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the door was?
Yes, love, it's that one there.
Thanks.
Okay.
One more, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no problem.
Go on, Eileen, you get in the front.
You don't have to treat me with kid love, you know.
Not at all. She just wants to sit in the back and snuggle up with your two lads.
Hello, Mrs. Duckworth. I've been doing a lot of serious thinking. Can I have a word?
You best come in, then. Look, I hope you haven't come to tell me the same as before. Sticking to your rotten lies, never mind about our Terry.
I've come about this. That were in the papers.
Well, what about it?
So it's true about how he gave himself up to save his dad?
Of course it's true. I told you that before.
Yeah, well, I didn't know whether to believe you before.
Could have been as free as a bird. But as soon as he saw that his dad were having an attack, with no thought for himself, drove him straight to the hospital, knowing he could be in prison again, because that's the kind, loving lad he is.
Right.
Is that it then? Is that all you've come for?
You see, Phil...
Oh, yes, we all know he is.
Phil's always claimed that Terry were, well, a bad lot.
Yeah, well, now you can tell him, can't you?
He's always said that Terry's got away with all sorts in the past. And so what did it matter if he weren't guilty in this particular case? The world would still be a better place if he went down.
What are you saying? Are you saying he's not guilty? Are you admitting it?
I'm saying if he weren't.
Yeah, all right, if. But are you saying that he's not guilty?
If he can do all that for his dad, then obviously he's not all bad. So perhaps he doesn't deserve to go down.
No, he doesn't.
You all right?
Well, Janice, they've all turned out for him, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Janice, you have nothing to be sorry about.
We've got to go in there, though, haven't we?
Hey, only when you're ready. Dennis will wait.
I'm ready now. Was I with Toya?
Toya?
Yeah, me.
Your mum wants you, love.
You all right? Yeah, I will be. Just give me your arm, will you?
Okay, thanks.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, he's fine. How's your mum?
She's bearing up.
You remember me, Dennis's Auntie Joan?
Oh, of course I do, yeah.
I'd say it's nice to see you again, but I wish it was in different circumstances.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Who's this here?
That's Janice that he lived with.
Oh, dear. Have I got this wrong? Didn't he live with you?
Well, until recently he did, yeah.
I hate funerals.
Not fond of them myself. You've seen who's here?
Oh, what's he doing?
What he's always doing. Getting sozzled.
Hey, you seen Les?
What?
Oh, no. Yeah, I know. He hasn't even been invited.
Yeah, well, just as long as he stays at the back.
Hey, Les is here.
No.
Do you want me to chuck him out?
No, let's just hope he behaves himself.
Who's this we're talking about?
This lady's husband.
She has an husband as well.
Welcome to St. Mary's, especially to the relatives and friends of Dennis and Janice's partner. We're here to mourn him, but also to give thanks for the life he enjoyed.
Phil had found out about me and Terry, so we were on the warpath. And the next thing I know, Terry's being arrested. I'm being told to keep my mouth shut. Keep my mouth shut and everything will be all right.
For some, maybe.
Yeah, but my main concern was to hold my marriage together. I'm sorry for what I must have put you through. Like I say, I'm not proud of it.
Look, listen, love, that's water under the bridge. The point is what you're going to do now. Now you know that Atta is not as bad as you were painted.
I suppose I'm going to have to stand up and tell the truth.
Well, look, you'll feel a lot happier if you do.
I doubt it. Well, I'd have got my head knocked off if Phil had still been around.
What, your husband? Has he left you?
Over at weekend. He ran off with my best mate.
Oh. So that's why you feel freer now to tell the truth, isn't it?
I suppose it is. But what'll happen when I do, I don't know. They might want to prosecute me.
Prosecute? Why? What would they want to do that for?
Conspiracy. Wasting police time.
No, listen, not if you tell them you were forced into lying, they won't.
Forced. So I'm too weak to stand up to him.
Will happen. They'll take that into consideration. Listen, love, you will go to police, won't you, and tell them that Arthur were you that night. So he couldn't have attacked that man, please.
Right, I'm off then. Oh, Betty.
Yes?
It's definite about you coming back then, is it? Well, it is for now. I mean, none of us go on forever, do we?
Oh, I think you're coming close.
Right. No, but listen, I'm just curious as to know, what made you change your mind? Well, it was that husband of yours. Has he told you? No. Oh. Always said such nice things about nobody wanting me to go. You mean, I really had no choice. He can be very persuasive.
Yes, he can be, yes. But listen, you are as entitled to your retirement as much as anybody else, and I don't want you feeling that Fred's talked you out of it.
Oh, no. It just made me think again, that's all. Now, we all know where we stand, don't we? Bye.
When I was a child, I spoke like a child, thought like a child, reasoned like a child. But when I grew up, I finished with childish things. We now see through a glass darkly, but one day we shall see face to face. My knowledge now is partial, but then it will be whole, like God's knowledge of me. 3 things last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love.
Having a rest?
Oh, don't you think I deserve one?
Oh, not before time. I say not before time. You've been on your feet long enough behind that bar.
Oh. Well, you know Betty's changed her mind.
From what to what?
Decided she don't want to go after all.
Yes, I gather.
And why? Because you've talked to her.
Because you've persuaded her otherwise. You've told her how invaluable she is and how desperate we were she should stay.
Well, that's were all she wanted, a bit of buttering up. We all need a bit of buttering up now and again.
No, we don't, no. No, it wasn't what I wanted, you see.
Were it not?
No, you see, Betty, well, she's not a young woman. In fact, she must be the oldest barmaid in the country.
She's very good.
She's very touchy, and she never takes any notice of what you tell her to do because she thinks she knows better. So it would have been very handy if she could have been quietly retired, stayed at home making hot pot for one, which is what she was on the verge of doing till somebody with a big mouth persuaded her otherwise.
I thought it were what you wanted.
No, you see, it wasn't what I wanted. The next time you think you know what it is I want, just check with me first.
Why is she saying all this now when she's never said a dicky bird before?
Because she read it in paper about how he'd given himself up to save you.
Sort of, yeah.
So she realised that he's not as bad as what that rotten husband of hers has been telling her. And between me and you, I think their marriage is on...
Rocks?
Yeah. Well, that might have something to do with it. But the thing is, she sees Atta in a different light now.
A lot of us do, lovey.
And always will after this.
Right, so what about now, though? I mean, what's going to happen now, though?
Well, assuming she does what she says she will. Well, she says she's going to go to the police and tell them, put him in picture. They'll have to release him now and drop charges.
They might just do him for absconding, though, mightn't they?
Well, I don't see why. You'd every right to abscond. Wouldn't you abscond if somebody accused you of doing something you hadn't done?
I might try, aye, if I could run fast enough.
You see, I tried to get her to phone police from here, but she said she'd rather go see them.
You think she will?
I don't know. She changed her mind 3 times while she were here.
I know Janice would like to say a few words. Janice.
You all know what happened. How me and Dennis... Well, we didn't have very long. In fact, no time at all. But we both knew that what we'd done was right. Even if some people were hurt by it. And I'm very sorry about that. And Dennis was very sorry. It was a terrible time, really. And just when we thought that we'd got through it, and the worst of it was over, it turns out it wasn't. It turns out it had only just started. So, if Dennis is listening, I would just like to tell him that I loved him. And I always will. And that I was very happy with the time that we had together. Because he was a very special man. And to have known him and loved him was the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Oh, no.
What's he doing? Les, what are you doing?
Look, come on. He was my mate. Look, I know he was.
Now is not the time, Les.
I can't think of a better time. Hey. Is it all right with you if I say something?
Say what?
Just short and sweet. It won't take a minute. And it's this. You know I'd fall out with Dennis. And you all know why. Well, never mind that. When I needed someone, it was him that came. In fact, if it wasn't for him, well, I'd probably be where he is now. But no, he came. And he saved me. Well, it's cost him, hasn't it? So I just want to say, thanks, Dennis. You were the best mate anyone could have.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what you were going to do.
No, me neither. I don't think he knew himself till he opened his mouth. Thanks. Tell you what, though, he was good. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
yeah, I think so too.
He's the lad.
Lads to lads. And made to measure?
Just a cost of hobby too.
Fortune, believe me. Everyone knows.
Oh. Chase down.
See, the last I heard, he was with the other lady.
Eileen.
And they were like a proper family with 2 boys, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was all working out and he was happier than he'd ever been.
Yeah, must have wished he'd stayed, eh?
But what happened is what I want to know.
We don't know. No idea.
Well, no, he was knocking Janice off behind Eileen's back.
Still, it's stayed fine for it, didn't it?
Well, I hope you're helping yourselves.
Boys certainly are. You're right, John.
Just glad it's all over. Oh, I am sorry, love. We haven't had a chance to speak.
Oh, don't worry about me, love. Though that was a surprise. I gather it was your husband that spoke at the service.
It was, yeah.
Funny do, mind. It's not for me to judge what's been going on. There's one greater than me that'll be doing that.
Excuse me.
What do you have to say that for?
Say what?
You're in her house. You're eating her food and you're drinking her drink. Now, if I were you, you'd be very careful, because that's my mate. Come on, Steve, we're going to go.
So, do you only wear these on special occasions or every day?
Well, I have my working leathers.
What work is that?
I'm a courier. But this jacket, this is special. I wouldn't wear this for just anybody.
Have you got everything you need?
Aye, love, thanks.
It was a nice service, Janice.
I think it was, yeah.
First class. And I've been to a few, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you were a first-class bloke.
That's a fact.
I don't know why I suggested end night. I mean, I think we should have one, but I wish somebody else had suggested it, then they could do the organising.
What's to organise?
Well, where we should have it for a start.
There's a lady there has a pub.
Yeah, but I want somewhere nice. Gina's end night.
Oh, the Robbers isn't nice.
Yeah, of course it is. When I say nice, I mean somewhere...
She means somewhere different.
Yeah, different. Not your ordinary run-of-the-mill street corner.
Working class boozer.
Yeah. I mean, no. Shall I check these out?
How are we doing?
Ah, fine. Dev, you know you're marrying Gina?
Yeah, I do know.
I mean, all of a sudden, like, you're going abroad to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is that because
because of what happened between us. I'm sorry, no, I don't mean just because of what happened.
You can ask.
That must have sounded awful.
You can ask. But the answer is no. No, I am not marrying Gina, or anybody else for that matter, because of what happened between us.
Well, I don't mean that was the only reason.
The only reason we are getting married is because of what we both want.
Of course. I'm sorry.
No need.
Now, you're not going to be on your own. You've got somebody stopping.
I would tell you I'll stay with me as long as I want.
Good.
Mind you, Dennis's Auntie John over there, I think I'm going to have a problem getting rid of her.
Are you bothered about staying on good terms?
I don't think we were that anyway.
Good. Joan, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, right. Well, we're all going now, Joan, so come on, let's be having you.
I beg your pardon?
I said we're all going. Janice wants a bit of peace.
From what I hear, it wasn't peace she was after when he was alive.
No, it was happiness, which is something we're all after, I dare say. Even you.
See you now. Nice meeting you, lads.
Yeah.
See ya.
Shame about the circumstances.
Aye, should have stopped on his bike, the car that did him in.
Okay, we're going now, Janice.
Thanks for coming, love.
See you later.
See ya.
Right, Janice, love, I'm going to get off. If there's out you want, out at all, just give us a ring.
Thanks for coming.
You're a good man with Dennis. One of the best. See you, love.
Right. Bye, Janice.
Oh, bye, love.
If I could just leave you with a thought, it's that we break God's laws at our peril.
Yes, thank you. Let's get you back on your broomstick.
Listen, we're going to clean up so you can go and have a lie down, yeah?
No, I don't want to have a lie down. You can help me if you like, but I'm not incapable.
Well, you must like it here.
Yeah, I just wanted a word, actually. You know what I said earlier about were you and Gina getting married because of what happened between us? Well, I shouldn't have said it. I know I shouldn't.
But do you know why?
Why?
You shouldn't have said it. Because, all right, it's not true, that's one reason, but we all say things that aren't true from time to time. I mean, yeah. But you shouldn't have said it because it means that what happened between us, you're still thinking about it. You're still seeing it as...
important.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
Not really. I mean, not in the grand scheme of things.
Not to you.
Deirdre, yeah.
It's all right, Dev. I'm not going to say anything else. I'll see ya.
So, are you going to want me around or what?
Well, of course I'm going to want you around.
No, I want to be a liability.
Don't be so soft. Look, yes, I can see that Betty might have her uses.
Is any reliable?
Or what, she won't want to leave early to go clubbing, or come back asking for maternity leave? Yes, she's very reliable.
Hey, listen, I've got an idea.
What, we all go to Tobago with him?
Do you think we could?
No, what's your idea?
Right, my idea, we all get together, hen night, stag night, have them both together, and turn it into a kind of wedding reception.
So we have the reception before the wedding?
Yeah? What do you think?
A rotten day, eh?
Could have been worse. I thought what you said was really nice.
Just what came into my head. I meant every word.
Yeah, he was a good man.
A damn sight better than me.
Don't say that.
Must have been. What else, why would Jan leave me for him?
All sorts of reasons. Most of them to do with her, not you. So don't you go blaming it all on yourself, Les.
No?
Hey, you're a better man than you think. You've proved that today.
I would have done anything to have broken them up. I mean, when it first happened.
I'd have cheered if I'd have heard she'd have been left on her own. Now, I feel that sorry for her, I can't tell you.
Right then.
Thanks. The pair of you. You've both been great.
So what are you going to do now then?
Collapse in front of telly, I think. Today went on forever.
You don't mind if I stay, do you?
No, no.
I'm not an invalid. I don't need looking after. Well, maybe I do a bit, but not tonight. Tonight, I want to be on my own.
You do really?
Yeah. I've got a lot of stuff to think about. Go on.
Well, I'll ring you first thing in the morning.
Okay.
I'll see you then.
Bye, love.
You look after yourself.
That's it then.